Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, August 10th, going all the way until Sunday, August 16th. So soul connections can be twin flame, soulmate, however you see this connection, but we're going to be focusing on those of you that are experiencing some sort of a separation or challenge. So at the end of the day, just take what resonates with you. As I shuffle each deck that I'm going to be using in this reading today, I'll let you guys know what it is. Everything will be listed down below. If there are any of the decks that I've created, they will be available for purchase on my website for US customers. But if you're international, please email my team and they will send you a special link to order them. Today's Organite is from Michelle from Wing and Bell. This is the Amethyst Nude. I just felt like going with a purple theme here today. So we're just going to put that over here. And let's get started. I did create an outline today that I'm going to follow. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we are going to see what do we need to know? Like, what is the most important thing that we need to know about this connection currently? So we're going to go into these two decks here. These are both created by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. We have her Sacred Secrets of the Heart Tarot and Oracle. It's a matching set. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is the most important thing that we need to know today about this soul connection. What do we need to know? Okay. It's the most important thing we need to know, Spirit, about this soul connection today. Okay, so we have hope. That's beautiful. So it may be that some of you have lost some sort of hope, and so Spirit wants to talk about this. Let's see what the clarifier card is. Ooh, we have Ace of Pentacles, new stability. So there's some sort of new development and growth in this connection. Even if you haven't seen it, even if it hasn't shown up in the material world just yet, Spirit is actually saying that there is still hope for growth. There's still hope for growth, like the potential of growth within you and or your person, or a little bit of both, and this connection. So that's fantastic. So there is some sort of a little sprout or the beginning of something that is happening here. There just could have been something that's recently shifted or occurred in someone's life. So let's get another card. We have shattered. Okay, so something that's been shattered. We've got that little heart there. That's kind of cool, that little picture. So shattered, something's been shattered here. And we have Hanged Man. So sacrifice and dreamer. So I feel like something has been shattered in this connection. Something has either ended or challenged this connection. And people feel like perhaps they've been in some sort of a hanged position to where they couldn't really move. They couldn't really do anything except for just kind of think about the connection or dream about the connection. So let's get another card. We have karma and divine timing. I feel like what Spirit's trying to tell you here is that there was something that needed to take place in this connection. And it may have caused you to feel like things were not moving forward. Nothing was happening here. You may have gotten frustrated. Maybe your person has gotten frustrated. But we have Chariot. You guys are overcoming these challenges. That's so fantastic. So I get why the very first message was hope. There is still hope that things can grow from here on out, that you guys can overcome these challenges and move forward in this connection. There was some sort of a karmic lesson or just karmic cycle that needed to cycle through. And so that's why divine timing has been so huge in this connection. That's why things were on hold in your connection. That's why it might have felt like things were shattered and could not ever be put back together, because people needed to see things from new perspectives, maybe even just, grow in some area of their life. So Spirit's telling us overall, our opening message is that there is still hope after things that have been shattered. We can still grow, we can still heal, we can still overcome these challenges that we have faced. What a beautiful opening message from Spirit. I love this. Okay, so we'll put these aside and we will go into the next portion of the reading. So this is going to be a, them versus you, just kind of where you guys are at with each other. So we're going to go into my deck here. Got a bunch of decks that are going to fall. We've got my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. So I wanted to go into that. We're also going to go into the Twin Flame Current Vibes from Sister Moon Tarot. And for your person, we're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Messages 2. And for you, we're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Messages Original. So let's go ahead and start with your person. Let's see what's going on for them. Remember, this is their energy towards you and the connection right now. Okay, so when they think about you, maybe when they just kind of see you and their mental space, maybe with even their physical eyes, or if they reflect on this connection with you, what does this energy look like currently? Okay, so we have faith. So that's kind of cool because we just got the hope card. I believe in all the things I cannot see. I trust it's unfolding as it's supposed to be. So your person may have a lot of faith when it comes to this connection, maybe faith that things can be restored. Oh, look at that. They're very nostalgic over you. They are maybe thinking about you very heavily at this present time. So they are in a nostalgic state. They have faith that perhaps what was shattered between the two of you before, something had to happen. I almost feel like maybe they had to go through certain growth cycles and spurts, and maybe they feel like you did too. Maybe the timing just wasn't right when the two of you were together before. So you had to go into this separation. You know, I'm looking at this deck on the bottom. It says it all comes down to divine timing. I'm just going to go ahead and take that because I just feel like that is the message here. I do. I feel like that's the message with what's really on your person's mind when it comes to you and the connection. Something about better timing. I wasn't ready before, but I'm preparing to be ready in the future. So yeah, this person hasn't stopped thinking about you. They haven't let you go, and they're trusting in what they can't see right now. So you guys may have not seen each other for a while. You may not have been in contact for a while. And so they're just trusting their heart space at this point. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's going on in their emotions towards you and the connection. Crystal clear. I know what I have to do now. Okay, so your person might be very crystal clear on what they want to do or need to do in order for the two of you to perhaps reconcile. We have stuck. So I feel like maybe your person has been stuck for quite some time, and now it's becoming very evident and crystal clear to them what they need to do in order for things to shift and change. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So it's interesting because I feel like they're kind of right in the middle, stuck and afraid, but also they know what they have to do. So it's kind of like when you get to a point with yourself where you are afraid, but you know that there's no other way than confronting your fear and doing what you have to do. That's where your person's at right now. That's literally where they're at. They know that in order for something to shift and change in this connection, that they're gonna have to face a fear or do something that they are afraid to do. It's very clear to them. It's like there's no other way. That's what I'm getting here. There's just no other way around it. And so the fact that they're very nostalgic over you and the fact that they're trusting their intuition because they're trusting things that they can't see and they're trusting that certain things have happened for a reason, they're now trying to choose the correct time on how to reach out or how to convey these things to you. Wow, very interesting. All right, so what's going on in their logical, practical mind? So these are like just the facts that they have in front of them. This is the way that they are handling maybe perhaps things that are happening in the 3D world, things that they can see when it comes to the connection. What does that look like? You are my wish. I wish to be where you are. I wish to be with you. So your person is pretty crystal clear. You're not just wishful thinking. It's something that they actually feel perhaps could be a reality. So they're starting to figure out how to make this a reality, how to clear this up. Wow, look. how to come together with you in a physical union. I am telling you, this person, for some reason this week, you guys, is really heavily in this energy where they believe the two of you can come together and that they can create some movement in this connection. I was reminded of your scent recently, so a lot of signs are with them. They're being reminded of you constantly. They're being reminded specifically, though, of some sort of scent that belongs to you. They've smelt you recently. So this probably created more of this, I know what I need to do kind of energy. I keep getting reminded here from signs or from spirit or my intuition, my higher self that's telling me just do it. It's that kind of energy. All right, so what is their higher self? Their higher self's energy here, their soul essence. Oh, I look to the sky to be connected to you. Do you see this? I trust that whatever brought us together at first will bring us back together. See, your person is, in a way, just trusting that whatever happened between the two of you happened for a reason, and however you guys are going to come back together, there's something magical about that. And it's like they're just willing to go with the flow, but they also realize that there's certain steps that they're going to have to take too. They're going to have to co-create in a way with spirit in order to bring something forth. So they're very clear about that. Very clear about that, you guys. Oh, this person is awake. Whew, they are awake. They're not screwing around. So they have become awakened to something. A spiritual awakening I'm seeing with that cosmos and awakening here. A lot of faith, a lot of restored energy within them. Songs are speaking to me. So not only are they getting your scent, they are hearing certain songs, and songs have lyrics in them. Either they're hearing songs that remind them of you, or there's actual lyrics that are speaking to them about this connection and about what they need to do. That's what it is, or confirming what they're feeling. They're seeing that as a sign. So that is your person's energy towards you at this present time, you guys. So why don't we see where you're at with this connection? Let's see where you are at. So let's just go ahead and give these a little shuffle. Okay. All right. Where are you currently at when you think about your person or reflect on this connection or what you're seeing? We have fate. I try to remind myself to trust fate. This journey is so much bigger than just you and I. We have lessons. Absolutely. Absolutely. So for sure, where you're at this present time is you feel fated that you and this person actually met and that you've experienced a spiritual awakening and have learned a lot about yourself through this connection. And that right there is you try to remind yourself it may just not be about being with them. There's a bigger picture here. That's what I see. It's a bigger picture here, and you're embracing that. Kind of like, if we're meant to be, it will happen, but I'm not going to die trying, and I'm not going to put my life on hold. I'm going to more or less just trust that whatever is meant will be. Okay. Your words linger in my mind. So there's a lot of things that you think about, words that they said, words perhaps that you wish that they would say or speak to you. But the words or the conversations perhaps of the past linger in your mind. It could be something that they're saying on social media. You're thinking about that if you're watching them. There's just some kind of words that you're hanging on to, okay? Now, these words could technically be triggering words, and it's a part of your lesson to process this and to, get to a peaceful state with it. So that could be happening currently right now. What about your heart space, your feelings, your emotions? I guess we have seasons change. Seasons change, but my love for you never dies. So the thing is, as the seasons go on, you might kind of go in and out or up and down with this person. So it could be that you feel the energy and the connection very strong on certain days or certain times. And then there's other times where you're just kind of like, I don't know where the energy went. It's just not with me. You may try to think about them, but you're just not really feeling it. And the thing is, we don't always have to feel this connection to be connected to it. Just sometimes there's certain things that are happening within our energy field that might be protecting us, or that we might be really needing to focus on something else. So we don't have to worry if the energy or the feeling of this person or the essence of them doesn't feel as strong. Because the thing is, your connection and your love for this person, it never dies. It's always with you. But as time goes on, things may not be as intense, or things may intensify again. It's kind of a roller coaster is what I'm seeing for you. But your heart is always connected to this person. We have mask. I feel like there's some sort of protection here. And I think that's like what I just said before. It could be your energy field needing to like protect you from absorbing too much of your person's energy, or perhaps if you are in a state with yourself where you really need to take care of yourself, it could be another reason why your focus is shifting more onto other things or you instead of this person. So I feel like it's Spirit's way of helping to kind of mask some of these things or protect you so you can focus on other things. So be open to these changes is what I'm seeing. And your energy and connection fluctuates with them, but your love for them never dies. It's always there no matter what. So you might be just kind of going through some ups and downs with the energy. It's fluctuating is what I'm seeing here. Yet I can't handle your words right now. So what's interesting is that words linger in your mind and you can't handle these words right now. So it may be that there's something about this person or this connection that your higher self in a way is trying to tell you to, maybe perhaps address something, and your heart is telling you, I can't handle it right now. So I feel like it's the ego and the heart that are at a little bit of a tug of war. Sometimes you want to speak to this person, and there's other times where you realize in your heart space, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea to talk to them right now. So you're being pulled in this different direction of having a conversation and reaching out versus just pulling back and trusting yourself or your higher self or your heart that, you know what, maybe they're not ready, or maybe it's just not the best time to have a conversation because I don't know that I have forgiven them, or I don't know if I can handle speaking my truth right now. There's a reason, you guys. There's a reason that you're going through this tug of war when it comes to this person's energy. So pay attention to that and try not to push it away. Embrace it and figure out why you might not be able to handle something right now, or why certain thoughts keep popping up for you, why maybe certain triggers keep coming up for you. It's time to address these things is what I am getting here. That's like your higher self's way of saying there's something that needs to be processed and healed still. So make sure that you work on it. That's what I get with that. So what's going on when it comes to the logical perspective, rational thinking about this connection? Yeah, see, balance. You've brought balance to my life. So you realize that this person has actually helped you to become a more balanced person. They could have triggered you severely, and with whatever has happened here, you've been able to now balance your thoughts and your mind and your heart and your feelings and just all of these things. And of course, it's never going to be perfect, but they trigger you to work on yourself. And that's what you do know. That, more than anything, you realize is the biggest lesson that you have obtained from this connection. So I feel like that is something that you can look at as a blessing. Wow, that's beautiful. And we have new direction. I get that you're not waiting around for this individual to return. And that might be one of the reasons why suddenly they're really feeling this energy shift, because you've let go. Okay? You may have just decided, you know what? I'm not feeling as strongly as I used to. I don't need to have this person in my life. It would be nice, but I don't need to have them in my life. So there's been some sort of a healthy detachment I'm seeing for your with your energy. And you're more balanced now. And so now you're able to focus on other things rather than just this person or coming back together in union with them. And that's a good thing, because we still have lives to live no matter what our connection or mission might be with this individual. We still have our own lives, our own purposes of being here, other things that we need to do. So if you find yourself 100% only thinking about them and pouring your heart and soul into this connection, and you're not leaving any room for anything else, that right there is an attachment that needs to be balanced, because when you're too invested in one thing, other things in your life, especially taking care of you, starts to suffer. So we have to be balanced. Even-mindedness is the way to go in life. That is the key to ultimate peace and happiness. So that right there is something that is just a factor for you, and that you are embracing a new direction, new energy, and feeling more balanced in this connection. I think it's really good. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. And so again, there could be a little bit of a struggle that you have where you don't want to accept something. Sometimes it's really easy to, let's just say someone needed some space or time, right? And it's very easy for us to feel heartbroken and sad and blame them and say, I didn't do anything wrong, or I don't understand why this is happening. Sometimes there's just certain things that we display that cause other people to feel uncomfortable. So if you were very intense, or let's just say needy, or, and this isn't to say that you were, but let's just say for some of you out there, sometimes it's hard to see things about ourselves that might push other people or make them feel uncomfortable. It's really hard to look at ourselves and say, you know what, maybe I do that, and maybe this is not good. Maybe I do need to focus a little bit more on myself or be more independent instead of being so needy for this person's affection or attention. Other people, when they're not at their best, they just feel that if you love me, then that stuff wouldn't matter. Yes and no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people wanting to be in a vibration with another person that wants to take care of themselves, that wants to be the best version of themselves. So a lot of people get caught up in that victim mentality of this person's judging me, and that might not necessarily be the case. There's nothing wrong with having certain standards and wanting you to be an improved and better version of yourselves. So the thing is, there could be something where you need to come to your own conclusions, and your person may have been not necessarily wrong about something, but you may have blamed them for something. And so now you're coming to your own conclusions and balancing out your own energy within this separation. So do you see how both of you guys needed to do some healing and some changing and shifting? It wasn't just them, because it's very easy to say it's all them. They're the reason that we're in separation. I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for them to awaken. Nonsense. It takes two, you guys. If you guys are in a soul connection with someone, I'm telling you right now, it takes two. You might not have the same issues as them, but there definitely is something going on with you that you need to balance too. So this is what I'm talking about here, and that's why it's coming through this way. You're being given an opportunity to balance out something in your life and to come to your own conclusions and to heal on your own and figure things out on your own. So you're embracing that is what I'm seeing, and this is good. And this might be one of the reasons that your person is now feeling the energetic shift to where they want to come towards you instead of being repelled by the energy and continuing to run away. When we're not willing to work on ourselves or focus on anything else but another person, that energy is very heavy, and it causes the other person to want to run. Okay? It just does. That's just how energy works. When your energy is less needy, less dependent, less focused on them, things shift. And that is what I'm seeing has happened here. That's why the very opening of this reading was so positive on your person's part, because you're doing something. You're shifting your energy. You're walking your own path. You're focused on your own life. That's great. So some of you guys have been in this energy for a while. I'm just seeing it starting to pay off, something's starting to grow here. And that makes sense, because one of the first cards was that there is hope after all, after something has been shattered, after a long period of time, there is some sort of growth happening now. A new stability has formed in this connection. So let's go ahead and take a look at your higher self's energy, your soul essence towards this individual. We have apology. It says, I am sorry for all the ways that I have hurt you. Could you ever forgive me? So if you've ever done anything that you feel badly for when it comes to this individual, this is about forgiving yourself. This is your higher self's way of saying forgive yourself. This could also be your higher self's way of saying that you need to forgive them for some hurt that they've caused you, if that's the case. And we have soulmate energy. The thing is, this is a part of your soul. This person is a part of your soul development and growth, and you know it. So it's very important. It's very important that you forgive this person. It's very important that you hold this person's energy in a higher space within yourself. To hold them in hate, to hold them in shame or blame, to continue to keep them in that dark space, that doesn't help you. And it certainly doesn't help the connection or them. So you've got to find a way, if you haven't already, to come to terms with this individual and to shift the energy to a positive place. See, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. The thing is, your person may have never apologized. Your person may have never been able to do right by you. You might be waiting for them to come back with this apology to shift this energy. And what I'm telling you is it has to start with you. You can forgive your individual and you can shift this energy on your own without their apology, without their words. You can absolutely shift this energy today. So it's about just no longer willing to hold yourself hostage anymore when it comes to whatever has happened here. Okay. And if you couldn't do right and you couldn't do something or make these wrongs right with your individual, this is about forgiving yourself. Getting to a good space within your soul. So that way your person can benefit from the energy that you're holding. That's beautiful. So your higher self knows that that's the way to go. So that is you versus them. So you, I'm seeing, are off into new directions, wanting to be in more balanced energy, kind of letting go a little bit, reflecting on the lessons that you need to learn, working on yourself, continuing to do so. And your person is like all about you and all about these signs that they're getting about you and feeling like they want to come towards you and make contact with you more than ever. So that is you versus them. So let's take a look now and see what are your person's reservations and fears about this connection right now? So what's like the biggest fears that they have or things that are holding them back? So this is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. This right here is my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck and my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. So let's get into it. What is your person's biggest reservations when it comes to this connection right now? Your person's biggest fears when it comes to this connection right now. What is holding them back? What is the biggest thing that's holding your person back from coming towards you at this time? Okay, well, we have longing. I mean, we already know that this love between the two of you from the past, they're aching and they're pining for that for sure. So that is evident here in this reading today. Very nostalgic. We have Spirit of the Swans, grace, elegant, and poise. When I see this card, this reminds me of perhaps maybe somebody that doesn't feel good enough, maybe feels perhaps that wherever you're at right now, or just whatever position you're at in life right now, that somehow they're not going to meet your expectations. So they're longing for you, but not sure if either you would take them or if they're good enough for you now. Yeah, Two of Wands. So what they do is they just kind of stay in that energy of planning to make a decision instead of actually taking action on it and making a decision. So it's kind of like your person's reservations. They long for you, they pine for you, they ache for you, but something about the way that you are or who you are now, the way that you're poised, your grace, your elegance, you might be kind of in a different, financial structure than them, or just there's something that's maybe even intimidating to them about you. They're not sure if they have what it takes to offer you what you deserve, or that they can meet you on the same playing field or something like that. So they feel insecure is what I see here for one of their biggest just kind of reservations at this time. What else? What else is causing this person to hold back? Yeah, see, look at this. I mean, another thing too, for some of you, this connection and silence and separation has been frozen for quite some time. I mean, there's been some stillness and silence and no words at all for quite some time. So this is like, for some of you, total separation, no communication at all for a long period of time. So that does also create some fears and reservations for your individual. And we have cycles, visions, and dreams. But what's interesting, though, is that they have continued to have thoughts about you and dreams about you and connect with you in those higher realms, dream states, astral plane, meditation, even 5D energy. So now that you guys have not had any communication, for some, they've continued to go through their growth cycles, their karmic lessons, with visions of you and dreams of you still with them. So they haven't really let your energy go, even though you guys have not spoken in quite some time. I'm getting for some. Yeah, King of Cups. Look at that. Your person has done some sort of emotional maturing, working on mastering themselves. So what is their biggest reservation? Are they ready? Are they ready to bring you that cup? Can they, now that they know how they feel, now that they are more mature, can they bring to you and express to you how they really feel? The King of Cups can sometimes be reserved. He has these emotions. He knows how he feels, but he may not be able to express this. So I feel like your person has a lot of emotion for you, but they're still kind of stuck with how to express it to you. Yeah. So but they think about you a lot and dream about you a lot, I'm seeing for sure. All right, what else? What else causes them to be reserved or to hold back at this time? Okay, so they're having some sort of an awakening, an epiphany, and an understanding and realization. So we did see that at the very beginning of this reading with this person's energy towards you. So they're having all of these thoughts and these feelings and these intuitive hits, and they're seeing all these signs and getting all these things, but yet they still feel frozen, like they just can't do it. So it's like their energy just stays stuck in this state of longing. And we did get crystal clear. It's being made very crystal clear what they need to do, but they're still not doing it. They're still not doing it. We have spirit of fire. It says passion, creativity, and spark. So, I mean, they're definitely feeling your energy. They're feeling the spark suddenly about you and this connection. I mean, they may have felt it for quite some time, but the energy is very high right now for some reason. Wow, 4 of Wands, you guys. Foundation and commitment. With this card, of course, it looks like it's just a dream. It's just a pipe dream to be with you. It's just a dream. You know, have you guys been able to build any solid ground to be together? You know, maybe not yet, but it is something that they dream about. They dream perhaps about building some new stability in this connection with you. And when it came to their energy, you know, they have some sort of faith, as well as, what is it? I wish to be with you where you're at, right? I look to the sky to stay connected to you. So there's all these things that they want with you, and they dream about being with you, but they know that it's going to take action. And that's how I see fire's energy. Wands and tarot to me are very action-oriented energies. This particular buck here on that card, when I have my charms kit, that is the masculine's energy to me. So masculine energy is action. It's going to take this individual to really take some sort of action in order for the two of you to build a foundation. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. You're just supposed to sit back and wait for this individual to come back. You're not waiting around. You're not just sitting around doing nothing. You're still building your life. You're still doing you. But if you've already come to the realization that you've put enough dedication and effort into this and you haven't really seen anything, you know, come back or pay off, and you've come to that realization that, you know what, if this is something that's going to happen, it's going to have to be this person's decision. They're going to have to be the person to reach out. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But if that's the decision that you've made, I really feel like your person is struggling, but they know that that's what they need to do. It's been made crystal clear to them that they need to make the next move, that they need to be the person to reach out, that they need to be the person to come back. So they know this. And that's the only way that you guys are going to be able to build a foundation. Okay. But they want that. They think about this like castle in the sky, really. They have this realization that they want to be with you, but they have to create it. They have to do something. They have to take action. So they have reservations about this. They feel frozen, perhaps by fear, by inadequacy, by just insecurity. But they do have all these feelings and they have awakened to the connection. But it's just now about that fire, lighting that fire under their ass to get them going. So now let's take a look and see what shadow work have they done or have they faced within themselves. What shadows have they faced within themselves? What fears have they looked in the eye? And what have they learned? So these 3 decks here, I love to use for shadow work. And this is my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, my Twin Flame Journey Shadows, and my Mystics Midnight Oracle. Okay. So we're going to use those to get that information. All right. So what shadows has your person, I don't know why I can't talk, what shadows has your person faced and what have they learned from these shadows? Okay, so we have bats. Okay, you know what's really cool is that there's a lot of cards coming up for awareness for your individual. Awakening, crystal clear. I think that there was another one here, epiphany. A lot of awareness, a lot of understanding has been derived from these shadows, from the things that they have gone through. The challenges that they have experienced have really helped them to grow and to become very aware of themselves. We have dependent, okay? I almost feel like they were too dependent on what they were seeing with their physical eyes. I feel like they were too dependent perhaps on what things look like on the outside. So this makes complete sense to me why this was the very first card that they got. I believe in all things that I cannot see. I trust it's unfolding as it's supposed to be. Faith. They have a renewed faith. Maybe it's a renewed belief system that they didn't have before and they have it now, and this actually helps them. It helps them to be a better rounded person. They could be more in touch with their spiritual side. They could be trusting their higher self, their clairvoyance, just their intuition. Maybe they didn't before, but something has happened to them that has helped them to see things differently. They trust their senses now versus it's like they trust their sixth sense rather than, that's a movie, I guess, but they trust that rather than just what they're seeing and feeling. They're trusting different things now. Wow, look. So the sun in this particular deck, it says misery loves company. They realized what has led, it's almost like they've realized what has led them to the darkness and they don't want to go there again. It's this feeling of what I thought I wanted. I got there and realized it wasn't what it was all cracked up to be. I accomplished this, or I reached this pinnacle of success, or I've done this or I've done that, and it still didn't provide me the happiness I thought it was going to. So they're starting to realize that they need to go within instead of look outward for happiness. They have to go within. And they also realize too that the company that they keep, so the people that are around them, if they're in this energy where they're not aware or they're not of the same vibration, then they're changing things and they have shifted their friends or circle or something because of their new belief systems. So something is shifting for your individual and it's actually bringing them more towards the light, which is great. But it takes the moon to go in and reflect. The moon can sometimes be dark and scary, and it can be full of illusions, and you're facing your fears with the moon's energy. But then we have, bam, the sun. It's like coming out of that darkness towards the light and seeing things like that silver lining in a way, seeing things in a different way. So what else? I like this a lot. We have potions and tonics, healing, soothing, and therapeutic. So your person's done a lot of healing. They've cleared a lot of this energy. So they had to face certain shadows and fears in order to come towards the light. Yeah, medicating. They might have really been medicating themselves with a lot of drinking. The reason I'm saying this because I see bottles and now I see somebody with a glass of wine. So they could have been doing a lot of drinking, kind of drowning their sorrows. Misery loves company, maybe spending time with other people that were doing the same. So I feel like they've come out of that cycle. They've come out of that coping mechanism. Medicating yourself, it doesn't deal with the issue or the problem. So they may have stopped medicating themselves. We have 4 of Torment, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is actually a healing card. It means we have an opportunity to be on our own in order for us to do that healing that we need to do. So your person may have been washed up ashore, kind of dried up, washed up, has been discarded, like you're nothing now. Maybe this person was celebrated at one time in their life and it's like it's run its course. And so now they found themselves older and with nothing. So this experience has helped your individual to really take a good deep look at themselves and heal these things instead of continuing to medicate or run away from whatever has been tormenting them for quite some time. Last message. We have Monster Bride, companion, life partner, and mate. I feel like your person may have had to have gone through these things to realize what they want in a companion, life partner, and mate. But it could also be a karmic relationship that they've had to endure in order to understand more about themselves. Irresponsible. I feel like your person has had to face some sort of challenges when it comes to the irresponsible choices that they've made in partnerships. So maybe they made these certain things or decisions with you as well. They were irresponsible with your feelings. They were irresponsible with your heart. I feel like they were also irresponsible with other people, and they've had to learn through those trials for sure. But now with that King of Cups energy that just came through, I feel like they have matured since your separation, and they're starting to see what it is that maybe they truly want now. Hanged Man. Okay. So wasn't that one of the first cards that came up? I could be wrong. Yeah, here it is. Hanged Man. So this was what Spirit wanted us to understand and know. It's like somebody being asleep. Now they are awakened. Unfortunately, someone had to be the sacrificial lamb. You want to know who that was? That was you. You were the sacrificial lamb for this individual. Unfortunately, you had to be at the brunt, I guess, or the end of that just irresponsible behavior. I don't know why I can't think of what I wanted to say, but that's it. You've had to bear the brunt of whatever energy or whatever just maturity that person was in at this time or at that time. You had to deal with whatever they were dealing. I don't know why I just cannot talk. My words are just all jumbled. Sorry, you guys. My point is, you had to experience perhaps the worst from this individual in order for them to get to this point with themselves to where they realized how much they either hurt you or how much they sacrificed by losing you. They had to come full circle with this, is my point. And you may have felt like, oh my God, they hurt me so much. I can't believe that they would do this to me. They were supposed to love me. They said how important I was to them, but yet they hurt me anyways. Well, guess what? They've learned from what they have done. They've learned from them hurting you. They ended up hurting themselves. They sacrificed you in this connection. It's like they realized the error of their ways because they lost you over this. You might have been that one person that they envisioned themselves with. You could have been that one person that they were just like, if I can envision myself with anybody, it's you. And their irresponsible behavior sacrificed this connection. And so now they're without you. Now they're missing you. Now they're nostalgic for you. You see how it's all coming together? So they've learned something. But see, they could have also learned through other partners as well, their irresponsible ways. that they sacrificed a good thing. So sometimes you don't know what you've got until it's gone. And sometimes you don't know what you have until you get together with somebody else and you realize, wow, like I had it so good before, or this one thing that I thought that I couldn't live without, I actually can. And what this other person had, it was really great. So sometimes you don't realize these things until you go off and you try on other people. And I feel like your person had to do that. So sorry, those messages were a little jumbled, but that is what we have for this person right now when it comes to the shadows that they have had to face. And that looks pretty interesting to me. So let's see, what is the connective energy that's naturally felt and understood for the both of you? So these are energies that connect the both of you, and this is like a mutual energy that you guys both feel and understand about the connection. We're going to go into the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. We're going to go into my Connections for the Modern World Oracle, as well as the Art of Life Tarot. What is the mutual energy, the connective energy that you guys both feel with each other? We have friend, faith. So this is the second time the word faith has come through the reading. Faith was connected to your person. Hope was the message from spirit. So faith that the two of you can be friends, that the two of you guys will have some sort of a reconciling truce. I feel like both of you guys want that. Absolutely. Kind of like, if we can only be friends, I'll take it. Yeah, 4 swords. 4 swords just came up when it came to the shadow work of this individual. My sun sets to rise again. It's almost like you guys, even though you have put the connection, it's been on hold, it's been on rest, it's been suspended for a period of time, you guys both want to resurrect this connection and rise it up again. So after this dormant period, you guys would both like to resurrect the connection. You guys both have faith that in due time, that is a possibility, or that that's meant to be. So crown chakra tells me here that you guys both are getting this intuition and these signs from spirit that that is where this connection is headed eventually. Yes. All right, so what else? What else is felt and understood mutually? We have good vibes. Beautiful. Ooh, success. I love this. So this is the communication between the two of you. You guys are not speaking, or you guys are have challenges here. So whenever you guys are in good vibrations within yourselves and you feel good vibes towards one another, guess what? You guys are communicating that towards each other. Even though it's not coming from an actual physical voice, it's a vibration that can be mutually felt between the two of you. So this is a really great sign that spirit can give you right now, that communication and your vibration is everything. So if you're not speaking to them and you wish to, then hold your person in this good vibration, because that right there is just as good, because that vibration does speak to their soul. Helps the two of you to grow. Love this. Ace of Swords. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship. So, I mean, you guys have had a lot of challenges here, for sure. But why not get through the storm of whatever you guys have experienced and bring it to more of a good vibration? Why stay in the storm? Why stay stuck at sea? Start to build and ascend. That's why we have these little pillars. They're going up. You're ascending to this higher vibration and frequency of this connection. So that's what you guys both understand. You guys both want success, clarity, movement, growth, healing. You guys both want it. And we have reaching out. Look at that. So you guys both want this. You guys both want this very much. Very much want this. Look, forgive yourself and others. You guys definitely both want to talk and communicate, for sure. Without a shadow of a doubt, you do. And remember, that was one of the things that you got, you, the person watching the video, your energy, your higher self's message to you about this situation and connection. Let's get it. I am sorry for all the ways that I have hurt you. Could you ever forgive me? Apology. So this is what's absolutely necessary. You have to do that work vibrationally. If you would like this individual to reach out to you, you would like this situation to evolve and to ascend to the next level, you have to find a way to be in good vibrations with this person now. And if you've been in good vibrations with this person for a while, what I'm getting from this reading here today is that something is shifting and growing and changing in a positive way. So congratulations, you have done the work and it is starting to pay off. So I also feel like this person does want to reach out to you in order for you to forgive them and to apologize. Queen of Pentacles. Love this. It says, riches are not from abundance or worldly goods, but from a contented mind. See, that's fantastic. I do feel like this person has grown. I feel like perhaps they may have been very focused in the material world or on the outside, really focused on what they're seeing with their physical eyes. That may have done it for them before, and they've realized that they have reached a certain level in their life to where it's like, well, you know what? I'm still not happy, or I'm still not feeling fulfilled. I still didn't find what I was looking for. It's like this person being at sea, still trying to search for something that and they just haven't found it yet. So they realize perhaps that maybe something within you and your connection was what they really wanted and what they needed all along. So riches are not from the abundance or the worldly goods, material things, but from a peace of mind. So also what I see here is that both of you just want peace of mind. You want to feel better about each other. And the only way that you may be able to feel better about each other or to get to a healing spot within this connection is by not only holding good vibrations towards each other, but also speaking in the physical world. So I feel like this is something that you guys both want. You guys both want to reach out. And the more that you're in good vibration, the more that you're going to manifest this, that both of you are going to manifest this to come back together and reconcile. You guys both want it. I definitely see that it is a possibility in the future, for sure. Fantastic. Love it, love it. So that right there was mutually felt. You guys both want that. It's not just one-sided. Yes, your person may have reservations and you may have some things that you still need to shift, but whatever. It's what you both want. So it starts there. So let's see, what do they want and what are they capable of? Okay? Versus them. So what is the reality here? What is possible with this connection? You know, we may think it, we may desire it, all those things, but what's possible here? What are the most likely, I guess, actions or what we're willing to do? Okay. What are we capable of? I mean, we're all capable of things, right? This is my Arrows of Love Oracle. And we're going to combine it with the Enchanted Love Tarot and the Romance Angels. So let's get the overall energy for what your person is capable of. Okay, so we have worth waiting for. Divine timing again is connected to your person. It's come up several times. You're worth waiting for. You're worth them working on themselves for you. You're the person that they're in some sort of way waiting for. It's like you're that payoff for them in the end. It's like it was always you all along, but it may have taken them forever to realize it. Wow. So let's see. What are they capable of? Okay, so we have Casanova, Swept Off Your Feet. We have Heart on the Line. Yeah. Okay, see, look, love potential. Look at this. Let's pull it out. I'm telling you, this is your person's energy towards you is they want to grow. They want to do something here. There's potential. but they have to put their heart on the line in order for this to happen. And what was the first thing that we knew? That it was crystal clear of what they had to do, but they do feel stuck. So they're at a war with their head and their heart. I know what I need to do, but can I do it? They want to sweep you off your feet. They want to show you something. They want to romance you. They want to show you that they care. They want to do these things for you. They want to impress you, you guys. So if they feel like they can't impress you right now, that might be one of the reasons why we have divine timing here, is that they're working on it. They're working on impressing you. Ace of Swords. Triumph. Look at that. To bring you some sort of truth. To bring you action. That Ace of Swords just came up with the mutual energy that was felt. So sweep you off your feet, bring you some sort of communication and truth and clarity, cut through this situation like a knife, very abruptly bring something forth. So they want to be able to, it's almost like they know it's going to surprise you that they do something, that they actually reach out, that they make some sort of attempt towards you. They know it's going to surprise you and shock you. But that's what they're capable of. Heart on the line, Two of Roses here. This right here is the Two of Wands energy. Crossroads. They already got the Two of Wands, remember? That was about them trying to make some sort of a decision, still sitting on it. So they are still at a crossroads. So what are they capable of? I feel like they're capable of putting their heart on the line and making a decision, even though they might be confused and afraid, to bring triumph into this connection and situation. So that way you guys can grow. Oh yeah, and work together. Three of Pentacles. So I do feel like they want to collaborate with you. I feel that they want to work together on this connection. I feel like they want to make it work. So they're capable, you guys, of doing this. They are. But I feel like the overall message here is that they're waiting for the right time. That's what I see. They're waiting for the right time. They're waiting. It's like they're planning their attack for some reason. I know that sounds bad, but they're planning their move. So what is it that you're capable of? What is your current capabilities with this individual? Ooh, we have unrequited love. Okay. So right now it could be that you still feel like there isn't enough that you have seen. This person hasn't proved to you. They haven't brought forth what you've needed them to bring forth to be able to put your heart on the line and take some sort of leap of faith with them. So it's like you need to see something. And I do feel like your person is working on bringing forth some kind of proof that they care. So you might get that. We have fire in my soul inspiration. So again, you know, you're always going to love this person. Yeah, you're bound to this person. And we have rose-colored glasses, but you also doubt. You also doubt what you're seeing. Am I just seeing what I want to see? Am I just feeling this way because this is what I want? Or is this real? Eight of Shells, Eight of Cups. Should I just walk away? Should I just walk away? Has the lesson just been, I've just been some sort of sacrificial lamb? You know? Has this just been a lesson? My heart needed to be sacrificed in order for me to learn a valuable lesson. I almost feel like some of you guys are willing to just kind of forget about this and walk away for good and just be done with it. But the thing is, every time you try to do that, the fire of this individual and the fire of this soul that's always with you, it just comes back. It just comes back. Seven of Gems, Seven of Wands. As much as you want to block it out, I almost feel like you just cannot. And that frustrates you. That frustrates you that you're not able to, it just frustrates you that you're not able to block it out. Actually, the Seven of Gems, I'm sorry, you guys, the Seven of Gems is the Seven of Pentacles energy. It's still any sevens are very frustrating and very challenging, okay? I feel like as much as you may want to try to work on this connection, You're not seeing any movement in this connection, so it's very frustrating to you. So it's hard to keep fighting for it. It's hard to keep fighting for something that just you're not seeing any evidence of. So you might just get to a point where you're just like, maybe it's just best that I walk away. Maybe it's just best that I let go. And now we have rose-colored glass. Yeah, see? Maybe it's just best to just end it. Maybe I just made this whole thing up in my head. Maybe it's just best for me to just let it die, let it go. So this is my advice to you guys on that. I don't think it's healthy to hold on to anything that is hurting you, that is dragging your life down or preventing you from future happiness. I don't think that that's a good idea for anybody. I don't care what kind of connection it is, for you to do that if you're in an unhealthy spot within yourself. If you're just waiting and you're not able to progress in life, that's not a good thing to do. That means you're putting all of your eggs into one person's basket and you're expecting them to make all your dreams come true. Not a good idea. So it might be time for you to take the rose-colored glasses off if you feel confused and frustrated and you feel like you need to just kind of give yourself a little bit of a break and walk away. I don't think that that's a bad thing. And that's actually something that we saw in your energy. You were going in a new direction, focusing on other things. Maybe take the energy of this person with you, but maybe take the expectations off the table of what you need or what you want to happen with this individual. If there's not enough evidence of this connection right now for you to keep it going, then go in a new direction. Allow the inspiration or what you've learned or what you felt from this individual to inspire you on future projects, to be your muse in this lifetime, to do things, to better yourself, to improve your life. Don't be bound to this individual in a negative way. You can break free from this at any time if you choose to do, that you choose. So you can take the rose-colored glasses off of seeing that you have to come back together with this individual, that this is the only way that you will be happy, that you won't be happy without them in this life. That is nonsense. So this is about a time for you to maybe take a new direction in this connection. See things differently. Go through that letting go and transformation and allow yourself to kind of reinvent yourself on your journey. Reinvent yourself. Focus on other things. Focus on those projects that you want to do. Let the energy and the fire that this person puts in your soul, let that be your inspiration to make these very necessary changes that you may want to make. So this reading is about you in some sort of way shifting your energy and letting go and allowing this death and transformation to take place. And while you're doing this, I'm telling you that your person is actually coming towards you. And this isn't to keep you guys stuck, like, oh, turn around, I'm going to wait again. No. Maybe take those rose-colored glasses off. And maybe realize that right now, maybe it's not the best timing. Maybe it wouldn't work anyway if this person comes back, so maybe it's a good thing that they're not. This allows you some time to release certain things that you're still bound to transform things and walk away from things that are still frustrating you and holding you back because you're not seeing any growth here. So what we're getting from Spirit, though, is that there is growth happening, but you're not seeing the evidence of this. And so rather than frustrating yourself with things that you can't see, continue to just focus on other things. Focus on something else is what I am seeing here. So what are you capable of? You are capable of taking off those glasses and focusing on something else instead of holding yourself back and frustrating yourself with things that you're not seeing any change with. You do have control over your own life and your own self. So get back into the driver's seat of your own life and start making things happen. Don't wait for this person to make things happen anymore. They're going to return to you when the time is right for them. So let your life be about your own timing, not theirs. So that's why it's unrequited right now, is because it maybe feels that way. It may feel that you're holding on to something that's just never going to be a reality, that's never going to come to fruition. And if that's the way that you feel, you definitely should shift your energy. Just take the lessons, take the blessings, forgive this person for what they just can't do or what they haven't been able to do, and try to move forward with your life the best way that you possibly can and focus on living your best life in the meantime. It's beautiful. So it's sad, but also it's like bittersweet, actually. It's a bittersweet message for you. So now let's take a look and see what they are keeping to themselves but not communicating to you. Okay, so we're going to go into the When Spirit Speaks by Heather Filona, Medium on a Mission, as well as the Divine Love and Separation Oracle from Fire Witch Tarot. I swear to you guys, you can't make this up. How many times does your person have the word timing or divine timing connected to them? So they're still conjuring up the strength, courage. They're still growing. They're still trying to develop something on their end before they do something. So that's another thing for you to focus on right now, is that they may be taking their time. And so this is a great time for you to focus on other things. Off balance. Everything feels off without your presence. Wow. So your individual is basically telling you that they feel the void of you in their life. They actually feel it. Things just seem off for them. Something is just still not complete for them. And it doesn't mean that you're going to complete them, but something still feels off about their life. And they're starting to realize it's because you're not in their life. And so this bothers them. Yeah, that bothers them. We have fear, surrender. Surrender the ego. Oops. Time to flip the page and begin a new chapter in our love story. But I'm afraid. My ego holds me back. My heart wants it. But my head says I'm stuck. My head says I don't know how to do that. My head says I don't know if I can. So again, the war of the mind, that like the head, ego, and heart. There it is. Balance. You got balance, remember? The very beginning of the reading. Balanced mind. So they're trying to balance their energies. They're trying to balance their ego and their heart space. Lost. I feel lost without my other half. So again, there is this feeling of not feeling balanced. There is this feeling of feeling lost, feeling the absence of you in their life. They want to rebalance the connection. Not only are they trying to rebalance their own thoughts and feelings about this, but they're also trying to balance your connection so that way they can feel whole again. It's almost like they don't feel complete without you in their life. We have perception. So they're maybe coming to some sort of perception. Nothing has been the same. We're both shifting. So perceptions have definitely shifted for them. They're seeing something differently. They're not the same as they used to be. So they're telling you here that they've changed. They may not have said this to you in the physical world, but they are telling you. And this card popped up when I was pulling the other card, so I'm just going to take it. Stable energy. Wanting to stabilize something, perhaps. I miss you. I'm really missing our friendship. So again, remember the friend card came up? It's like, I really just miss knowing you. Even if we can't be together like that, I just at least miss just the opportunity to even be a friend. That would stabilize my energy. That would make me feel good. That would cause me to feel balanced and stable in this life. If we could just even be friends or just know each other and not have this issue between us. Your person really wants that. We have envision. I mean, we definitely know that they dream about you. Strange. Our connection defies explanation. So they think about you. They envision your future. Four of Wands energy. Remember that house in the sky? But it's very strange for them. Why do they feel this way towards you? Why do they still think about you? If you guys aren't together or even speaking, or it's been a long period of time, why do they still think about you? They're tired of trying to rationalize it. It just is. They just do. Kind of like with you. You just do. You've gotten to the point with yourself and this connection that it's just always with you. You can't figure it out. You don't understand it. You don't try to rationalize it. You just feel it. Well, that's where your person's at. Your person is at that space as well. We have unseen. So remember, I trust what I can't see in this connection. That came up for them before. It's hard not to judge my emotions towards you. Interesting. So, they can't see certain things. So this tells me here that you have removed yourself from their life. There's not much evidence that you're giving them that you maybe feel anything towards them. So they can't rely on anything except for their emotions. And it's hard not to judge how they're feeling because they can't see certain things. They don't know how you feel. So this is difficult for them. They're trying to figure it out, but it's almost like they can't really figure it out. So they have to rely on what they're feeling, which sometimes can be hard for them. And we have blessings. We will wake up in each other's arms again. That's beautiful. So not only, of course, do they want to wake up with you, they want to feel the blessing of your energy again in their life. You were a blessing to them. They may have said things to you like, you're an angel to me. You make me want to be a better person. You could have felt like just a major blessing in their life. It's just that they're blessed to know you. You bring such light to their life. And they just want that again with you. They want to be able to wake up with you and feel the blessing of your energy in their life. That's what they want. And we have expecting. Mystery. There's something so mysterious about you. So this is the deal. You're a complete mystery to them. Maybe you have not made it known how you feel towards them or what's going on with you. So there's a lot of things that they don't know. It's like expecting is just like, I'm not sure, I'm expecting something, but at the end of the day, I don't really know. So your person right now is basing everything that they are experiencing with you on what they feel versus what they see. They're not seeing a lot from you. And so because of this, it's like it causes them to want to pursue and to want to figure out how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you want. So this, in a way, pushes your person more towards you because you have remained a mystery. You have pulled your energy back from them. So it's almost like you can expect their return sometime in the future now because you have remained this mystery, because you have pulled away, because you're not giving them anything anymore. And you're not doing it to punish them. I mean, maybe some of you are, I don't know. But it's because of this blocked energy in a way from you that now they have nothing to work with. And so now they want it so badly and they want it so much in their lives again that they're willing to fight for it. So that is what your person isn't telling you. Also, too, you're expecting them to return. It is a mystery, of course, but they're drawn to you because you're such a mystery. It's different for them. It pushes them. So that's what they want you to know. That's what they are keeping to themselves and not expressing to you right now. So let's now see what are the most... No, hold on. What are they keeping to themselves? Oh, what is the most likely actions? And even though we kind of went into that energy already, kind of like what are they most capable of? What are their most likely actions towards you at this particular time? Like, what is the most likely thing that they may do moving forward? So we're going to go into the Star Tarot. Just grab these things real quick. Star Tarot. My Divine Feminine Healing. My Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, as well as the Divine Timing Oracle from Goddess Oracles. So let's see. What's this person coming with? Okay. What are they coming with? What do they bring into the table? What's the most likely thing that they're going to be bringing to the table of this connection? Down and dirty. What is the most likely action that they're going to take? We have breathing room. Oh my gosh. You see that? I trust in the process of divine timing. You guys, I'm telling you, there is a message over and over again that's connected to this person. Divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. I mean, I don't know how many times it can come up, but there it is. We have indestructible. We have Prince of Swords, which I believe in this deck, I don't want to get it wrong. What is the Prince? I have to make sure that we've got a king in this deck or a knight, because that could be, okay, so that is the king. Yeah, that's the king. Because I believe this, yeah, wait, no, it's not. We got a king here. Hold on. What the heck's going on with this deck? Okay, so this deck is kind of interesting. We have a prince, we have a king, we have a princess, and we have a queen. And a knight. So there's 5 court cards. I don't understand that. Okay. So I'm going to read the prince is a little bit in between the king and the knight. That's how I'm going to read that. Okay. Because that doesn't really make any sense to me. I never noticed that about this deck before. So I feel obviously the swords energy is like, you know, doing something, cutting through something, bringing something, right? Breathing room. After much period of time of breathing room, something as strong like bones, indestructible energy here, right? We have February. Could be timing. This person is perhaps going to take some sort of breathing room or space, trust the divine timing, and bring forth some sort of communication in February. Now, it could be that this person is connected to the month of February for some reason, or there's something about your connection that is connected to the month of February. It could be in February that they experienced some sort of shift or awakening where they realized, wow, after all this time, I still feel this connection. So I'm getting a variety of those messages. So what is the most likely action that they're going to take towards this connection? The most likely action is that they're going to take action in their own time. That's what we have. Again, your person cannot be rushed. Your person is going to do things the way that they see fit. They're going to do things when it's just the correct time for them. Okay, and it's not selfish. It's just that's the way it is. We have lanes. It says, I do not compare myself to other people on the journey of life. I stay in my own lane and let others do the same. I do feel like your individual might compare themselves to others or might not feel good enough for you. And so this might be one of the processes of divine timing, is that they're going to work on staying in their own lane and focusing on themselves right now. So they may want to come back, but they may also be trying to prepare themselves to be better. Yeah, they're trying to work hard on themselves. Your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. So they want to create a better foundation between the two of you. So if they're not ready right now, especially financially, or they just have other things going on in their lives, they're not going to come towards you, because why come towards you half, like not feeling whole? So they may want to, but they may still feel like they've got some stuff they got to do. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. I can't believe it. 4 of Wands. They're trying to build a foundation. They're trying to stay in their own lane right now. But they do want to create this 4 of Wands with you. It came up twice now. They're trying to create this blessed future of 4 of Wands with you. Unbelievable. So they're just kind of trying to stay in their own lane right now and figure it out, do their own thing, work hard. Yep. So that's really what the holdup is. See? Yeah, not yet. There it is. Not yet. Not yet, my love. Not yet. So that is what we have for the most likely actions that they're going to take towards you. They are working. They're very determined, working hard, and creating some sort of foundation, and just trying to stay in their own lane in the meantime. One last message, you guys. Memories. Hey, but guess what? The memories remain. The memories remain. They're very nostalgic, but they're not going to focus on what's already gone. Yes, they miss you, but they realize that is not where their energy needs to be, because that's just going to hold them back. So it says, I choose to show up fully for myself and others in the present moment. It's like the past is the past. We can't go back. We can't change it. It already happened. But what I can do is improve myself moving forward. And that's what they're doing. And that's what they plan to do. That's pretty powerful stuff. It's like, again, if it's meant to be, your paths will cross again. That came up at the very beginning of this reading here when it came to your individual. I'm going to read it to you again. Where is it? That was in their energy, and so was this. Faith, I believe in all things that I cannot see. I trust in its unfolding as it's supposed to be. And also, I look to the sky to be connected to you. I trust that whatever brought us together will bring us back together. That's it. Your person has a lot of faith that whatever's meant to be in this connection will be. So they're not trying to rush it. They're not trying to really interject their own stuff yet. They might get to a point where there's just so many signs and so many things that are with them constantly. It's just like they just can't hold back any longer. Yeah, Two of Swords. So right now it's just kind of like they're not willing to make a decision at this time. They're not willing to make a decision. They don't want to get stuck right now either. They may not want to create any stuck energy for you. So if they're stuck in life, they don't want to bring you down. So they're trying to clear something. Yeah, they're trying to clear something is what I see. And we have 999. So to me, nines, you guys, are on the verge of completion, completing a cycle. The completion of a cycle is near. So they're completing something right now. And so until they're done completing that and until they're unblocked, they're waiting, and they may come towards you at that time. And then I just also got the on the bottom of the deck, December. So December and February could be huge in your connection, or that could be, just timing between February and December. A lot of work is being done on the connection or within themselves. Winter, though, is huge because December and February, at least, where I'm at, is winter. So I feel like there's a winter, and swords, I correlate to either fall or winter. It's definitely end of the year energy here, though. Yeah. So something could shift and change. You could hear from this person towards the end of the year. That's what we have. So the most likely actions, it's on their own time and when they're ready. It's just what I'm seeing. So energy's on the horizon for the connection. So this could be like anything that you guys are going to be experiencing within yourselves, just this entire situation. Let's see what we got. So we're going to go into a new deck here, which is called Believe and Achieve by All Things Intuitive. And we're going to combine them with one of my newest decks, which is Depths of the Sea Oracle, as well as the Mermaid Tarot. Energy's on the horizon. We have introspection, hammock. And we have the King of Wands. Going within, figuring out, what do I want to do? What action do I want to take? What goals do I want to achieve? The King of Wands, he goes out, he lives his life to the fullest. He does what he needs to do. He's on a mission. So I do feel here that there is some sort of an energy here on the horizon for the both of you to kind of relax on that hammock and take some time to introspect, but also work on your goals like crazy. I am reliable, to become more reliable. So this King of Wands could be a masculine energy in this connection, whoever that may be. Your person wants to be more reliable for you, perhaps. Maybe you want to be more reliable for them. Maybe you want to be self-reliant, so that way you're not coming across as somebody who needs someone else or who's financially dependent on another person or dependent on another person for happiness or wholeness. So there is some kind of a message here of becoming whole and or taking this time and opportunity of separation to continue to work on being more whole within yourselves, so that way you can be more reliable partners later on. That's a good thing, you guys. That's not a bad thing. What else? We have unpredictable rain clouds. I mean, hey, this connection is unpredictable. It's unpredictable what the hell's going to happen, when it's going to happen, all of it. Yep, Three of Pentacles. It's unpredictable whether or not you and your person will be able to come back together and collaborate and work this thing out. It absolutely is unpredictable. Why? Because we don't really know what people are going to do. We can't really accurately predict 100% what someone's going to do. We can see the projected energies, we can see the possible future, but we cannot see a for sure future. And people that claim to do so are pulling your leg. I am positive, but hey, I stay positive even though I don't know. Even though this is a mystery, even though I'm not sure if this is someone I'm ever going to see again or if we're going to be able to work this thing out, I'm still positive. I'm positive when I connect with this connection. I'm positive when it comes to the good vibrations that I feel towards this individual. I'm positive about my own life and what I need to do while there is this cloudy energy. So that is about good vibes all day long, despite what's happening or not happening. And we have Pelican, preparedness. I love this. So what are we doing during this period of separation? What are we doing during this period of unpredictability? We're preparing our own stuff. We're getting prepared for our lives and our future. That's what we're doing. We're not just sitting around twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing and waiting for them to return. Hell no, we're not doing that. We are preparing our own lives. We're getting prepared for our own future. And when you're in that energy and you're doing that, it's not going to kill you if this person comes back or doesn't come back, because you will have worked on your own self and worked on your own life. You will not have wasted all of this time on a wish of putting all of your eggs into one person's basket. If you do that and they do not return, you're going to be in a bad spot, emotionally, maybe physically, mentally, all of it. So don't do that. You shouldn't do that for anybody. I don't care who the hell they are. So this is you continuing to be prepared on your own, whether it happens or it doesn't happen. You're preparing for both. You're preparing for both scenarios. Knight of Swords. Look. So remember, the Knight of Swords came through with this person's most likely actions towards you. You're preparing for the action or the inaction. You're preparing for both. It's just, that's what you're doing. You're preparing for both. I am present in my life. See, this is the thing. When you're right in the middle and balanced and prepared for both, what you're doing is you're preparing for the potential that it could happen, but you're still presently participating in your life. You're still showing up for yourself. You're still showing up for maybe your job, your occupation, your talent, your friends, your family, your kids maybe, whoever. You're still showing up for your present life when you're in that energy. If our heads are in the clouds and we're only focused on what's going to happen in the future and if this is going to happen, we're not really living, you guys. We're living somewhere off in the future, the distant future of what could be. What about what's happening right now? We can't ever get these moments back. So this is about living moment to moment and being present with the people and the experiences that you're having now and honoring those experiences. Your entire life is not about this connection or this person, and people that get wrapped up in that are really doing themselves a disservice, as well as the people that are around them. So live your life to the fullest in the present right now. Don't do this whole I'll be happy when. You know, that's not going to bring you, it's not going to bring you the happiness that you're looking for. Because what if that thing that you want to do never comes? You know, I said to myself 10 years ago, I'll be happy when, or, you know, certain things about myself I hated. And it's like, oh my gosh, like if I could be happy back then and just could have appreciated who I was back then, oh my gosh, it's like things have gotten progressively this way. And what I'm saying is like, I remember I used to, when I was younger, I always hated some aspect of my weight or something like that. And, when you get older, it's a little bit more difficult to stay like you were when you were in your 30s. Man, looking back on pictures, I'm just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I thought I had a problem back then. And I look at my pictures now and I'm just like, wow, like, so my point is, you never really truly appreciate what you have until it's gone. And you're always focused on improving and being a better version of yourself. And I'll be happy when I'm that better version of myself. But what about just where you're at right now? What about where you're at right now in this present time in your life? So, because sometimes things change and sometimes it's just like, wow, if I would have just learned to be happy with who I was back then that would have been great. But you didn't because you were too busy thinking about what a piece of crap you were or whatever. So that is just an example. That may not be for everybody. But if you are at a point where you're not happy with, let's just say, the way that you look or the job that you have or the people that you're spending time with, those things may shift and change at some point, and you might reflect on those things and really miss those things at some point in the future. So enjoy it while you have it is my point. All right. So that is the energies on the horizon, possibly just in the future, of how you might feel, what you might be experiencing, what your person might be experiencing, all of it. So now we're going to end this reading and close it up with some messages from Spirit, okay? We're going to be going into the Divine Connections Oracle by Queen of Light 1111, my Twin Flame Angel numbers, as well as the Universal Heart Oracle Guidance from Spirit, your guardian angels, and ancestors by Angelic Revelation 144. Let's see. What are the closing messages from Spirit? We have Shakti Ma, rebirth. We have 101. Caring for your overall health is a necessary tool on your journey. Love yourself a little more today. That just really coincides with what I just said. Love yourself today because things could change, Things could change in the future. So care for yourself today and honor your health today and feel grateful for where you're at today in your health. Take a little bit more care of yourself. So we have rebirth, and rebirth is about transformation. It's about renewal of this energy of your physical health. But of course, your overall health is not just about your physical body. This is about your spiritual self. This is about your mental and emotional well-being as well. So the things that we are participating in, the things that we are doing, the things that we're ingesting, whether it's energetic or whether it is actual physical stuff, it's time for us to be a little bit more aware of what we're putting into ourselves. So love yourself a little more today. Take a little extra time today when it comes to those things. It says greater fulfillment and prosperity will be heading into your life soon. You can now lay solid foundations by creating strategies to realize your dreams. You are now ready to expand your horizons and structure a plan forward. This preparation, interesting, the preparedness, will highlight the necessary steps needed to achieve your goals. Fantastic. So there is some sort of greater fulfillment or prosperity that is on the horizon in your life. So now is a time for you to take care of your overall health, get nice and grounded, so that way you can structure a plan and expand your horizons with whatever it is that you want to do. So during this period of separation, this is a great time for you to do some restructuring as well as rebirthing things in your life. It's not a time to sit around and be sad or cry about this separation or feel sad that this person is just not coming forward in your life at this present time. Take advantage of this opportunity to focus on other things. That new direction that came up earlier, that is huge. We have Angel Raziel, magician. I love this because that to me is like the magician's card. You are the creator of your own universe. Your efforts, your energy will direct the energies in your life to create circumstances for things to show up. So in some sort of a way, you are the conductor of your own life. We have 2424. Be patient as your angels are working to reveal your life's purpose and mission to you. So this has to do with your life's purpose. This has to do with something being revealed to you that you're supposed to be doing. So you're being prepared right now for something maybe perhaps different than coming into physical union right now with your individual. So be patient right now. Allow the divine timing that your person is working with right now to run its course. And in the meantime, this is about you doing something else. We are encouraging you to think outside of the box and inspiring you creatively. We are supporting you to make big changes in your life at this time. Although it may feel that you are coming up against many obstacles and barriers, we will support you to break through them all. You may be moving, relocating, or traveling in the near future. These experiences are all designed to ensure your human needs are met in abundance in all ways. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, seriously. So your angels and your guides are encouraging you to think outside of the box of this connection. Again, if you're only focused on this connection, you're going to miss all the opportunities of other things that you're supposed to be doing on your journey or in this life. So make sure that you're taking the time to live in the present moment instead of always focusing on what's going to happen in the future with this person. So for some reason, that's a huge message today. For those of you that are struggling, some of you guys may not be struggling. So this would be a confirmation. Pay attention. Spirit is trying to bring forth and rebirth something new into your life. Be open to new ideas. Be open to do things that might be different or maybe even a little uncomfortable for you. Open your mind. And we have Siddha. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but we've got nurture. So caring for your overall health, nurturing yourself. This is a good idea. This is needed. It's necessary. We have 188. What kind of energy are you holding on to? See, this came up before. Are you in good vibration or are you in fear and attachment, neediness? Your twin flame, your person, is going to absorb what you feel. So raise your vibration today. Step into those good vibes. If you don't have anything going on, and if you're only focused on things that are challenging and you're not feeling good about yourself, what is the best way to feel good about yourself is to do something that you enjoy. Even if it has nothing to do with like your career or finances, this could be a hobby. This is something that you enjoy, something that raises your vibration. This is something that causes you to feel good. Like maybe you're making a difference, not only in your world, but in your own world, but in others, inspiring other people. There's some kind of energy here that wants to shift for you. It's time for you to nurture. Hey, one of my cats is dreaming. Hey, honey, it's okay. It was Opie. He was dreaming. I'm like, why is he doing that over and over again? So I had to touch him to wake him up. Anyways, so what kind of energy are you holding on to? Let's make sure it's high vibe. And one of the best ways that we can get into that high vibrant energy is to taking better care of ourselves. If you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of anybody else. So you got to start showing up for yourself more, is what Spirit's trying to say. Last message. You may be feeling particularly sensitive to the energies of others, which can affect your vibration. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. You may be feeling distressed and confused at this time about the direction that you want to go in your life, so Spirit suggests that you turn inward to restore inner peace. Contemplative meditation will enable you to expand your horizons and open doors in new and exciting ways and opportunities. So this is telling you, you guys, that if you're too busy taking care of everybody else and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not reserving any energy for you, guess what? You're not going to be able to move forward and do the things that you came here to do. So be very cognizant of how you are holding on to even other people's energy. Are you absorbing their energy? Are you absorbing other people's energy? The nurturer can sometimes be a very empathic type of person, somebody who is just naturally takes on other people's energy. You take on other people's emotions. You feel everything that they're feeling. I'm a huge, ridiculously sensitive empath. And there's certain tools that I have not learned yet. So there's certain situations that I just flat out avoid, okay, until I figure it out. And I don't know if that's going to take lifetimes, but there's just certain things I cannot expose myself to. And I've learned my boundaries. And so there's just things that I don't do. But that's a part of taking care of me. That's a part of me taking care of myself. I know better than to do this or to do that. So if that's what you have to do, because you may not have the tools right now to handle it, then make sure that you pay attention to what those boundaries are and start separating yourself from certain things or situations or people that are holding on to certain energy that you know you're going to absorb, that you know is going to mess with your energy field. So this right here is saying you are very sensitive. You might be very empathic. Maybe you knew that. Maybe you didn't know that. You may want to nurture and take care of everybody else, but at what cost? Cost of yourself, cost of your own vibration, cost of your own energy to do the things that you need to do. So there is a need for you to rebirth something here, to transform some sort of energy within yourself. And you may not be able to do that as you are with this particular person that you desire to be with right now. So try to look at this separation or whatever's happening right now with them as an opportunity for you to do something that you need to do. Maybe something you've been putting off, maybe something that you've always wanted to do. There's a hidden blessing here in all of this. So divine timing was the biggest message here today. In divine timing, things are going to conclude here. But in the meantime, focus on yourself and what you came here to do otherwise. So I hope that those messages resonated for some of you out there. Maybe some of them did, maybe some of them didn't. Maybe some of the times that I got confused in this reading or went on certain rampages or rants, wasn't necessarily meshing with you, but that's okay. So always just take bits and pieces and hopefully that brought something positive for you today. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.